What's good, everybody? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I want to have a kind of a serious conversation with a lot of African American men today, and this is about Megan Thee Stallion, but it's not as much about Megan Thee Stallion as we would think, because she just put out some tweets that said, I used to be talking to people crazy. Pardi showed her what it was like to respect her partner. Okay. And we all know that she's with Pardison Fontaine, and how that's working. But in the past, from Megan Thee Stallion's friends and Megan Thee Stallion's, exes, there's been stories about how disrespectful she is in a relationship. She doesn't know how to talk to men, and she doesn't understand how to talk to men. Okay. Now, she would love to be respected herself, but she's a disrespectful person. She said it herself. And I think that let's take this out and leave Megan Thee Stallion alone. A lot of sisters can be very similar to Megan Thee Stallion. Okay? They want to be in a relationship. They want somebody to provide for them. They want somebody to love them. But they don't know how to communicate it. And I'm glad that she talked about this and told on herself, because it's always that black men don't know how to talk to black women. Black men are so disrespectful. They don't know how to treat their women and all of this stuff. But I've been with people not necessarily like Megan Thee Stallion, but they are disrespectful, some of them. They don't know how to talk to black men. Okay? And what happens is when they're just disrespectful, they're saying what they want to say. They're, basically, they don't have no respect, and they say whatever they want to say. Oh, you a B, you a hoe ass nigga, you this and you that. And then, you talk to a man like that, and then afterwards your makeup for it is, well, let's go in the bedroom. I'm going to do all this freaky stuff to you. And don't get me wrong, they'll do that. But they don't know how to talk to the black men. Okay? That's just an issue. Now, obviously, we know it works back and forth, but this is the black manosphere. We're going to talk about that a lot of black women, especially under 30, have no idea how to effectively communicate or respect a man. And then what they expect is that some guy is going to spend his life, talk to her, and teach her how to treat a partner, how to respect a partner. Now, Megan Thee Stallion, some guys think that she's not attractive, but I mean, she's attractive enough. She had a nice booty. So some guy could give her a chance to do that. And it's going to be a guy that typically doesn't have any other opportunities. Like a guy like Pardison Fontaine. I mean, he's popular and stuff like that, but let's just be honest. He has money. He's a guy that is, he's a hood nigga. So he gonna be with a chick like her. Don't matter how much money he got. And if you really want to talk about him being on her level, it's like, well, he's a great producer and all this and a writer, but he's not what she is. So what happens is that the black woman is going to expect that you're going to come in and deal with her problems. You're going to come in and deal with her issues. And you're going to teach her how to be a woman and how to respect you. When the parents didn't teach that. Now, I understand as a pro-black, I know that these people have, in the system, have separated our folks. And they have taught the black man to disrespect the black woman and the black woman to disrespect the black man. I understand that. I've had to really clean myself up to understand to get your message across, you don't have to be so hard, or you don't have to be so grotesque. You don't have to be, and I've understood that just on this platform. But here's the reality. Many black women are never going to have the opportunity that some guy is going to sit there and spend time with you and teach you how to interact with him. That's the problem what many women are not going to be able to have. Many women have been taught that they can say whatever they want to say to a man. They can do whatever they want to do. And most men of any value, they're not going to have this conversation with you a lot of times. If they love you, they'll talk to you about it a few times. They'll talk about it, for a certain period of time. But then after a while, they're not going to talk about it. The relationship's going to end. And then you'll go around, blaming other guys as to why you have problems because you're repeating the same cycle. And what you're trying to get is somebody to fix your issues. But most guys are not going to fix your issues. You see, this is the thing that a lot of women want. A lot of women are looking for men to come in and teach them how to do things that their parents should have taught them how to do. Like you don't yell at a man or dehumanize his manhood or make a man feel low or get in a man's face as if you want to fight him or talking to him as if you can do some damage to him. See, these are things that you should be taught. But again, it's the whole idea that we should accept them as they are and deal with them in that notion. And a lot of men will deal with it, but a lot of men won't. I'm gonna tell you like this. For me, Pardison Fontaine is a much younger man than me. I'm almost 40. I don't have time in my life. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of guys who are earners, who are doing very well for themselves, and this is the community that a lot of black women want. A lot of black women want a lot of successful guys, probably starting at age 30 and going up, 30 to 50. Want to know what a lot of guys that are 30 to 50 are not going to deal with? Mouth. Want to know what a lot of guys that are over 30 to 55 are not going to deal with? Drama. A lot of guys that are successful that don't have time to deal with teaching you basic things. If this is you, teaching you that you need to be respectful and not talk to somebody crazy. A lot of guys are not going to have time to just be training women to do things that parents should have taught them. Like, I shouldn't have to talk to you about, hey, I'm a man, you don't need, and I understand that our people need help, right? But this is something that women and collectively need to do. A lot of women need to get other women ready for marriages, for relationships, so that when you come there, a guy doesn't have to spend all this extra time for you or with you to explain like what you're doing wrong. This is something that needs to happen. It's something that needs to happen. A man cannot, that are doing very well, I can't afford to come off my job or come off my career and deal with you because you don't know or put me in the wrong attitude because you don't know how to talk to somebody and be in all this up and down drama with you. I can't do that. A lot of guys, not only will they not do it, they can't do it. And see, this is evidence. A lot of black men are being talked to in relationships in the wrong way. And it's causing strain in the relationship. It's causing disdain in the relationship. It keeps a lot of black men's spirits dampened when dealing with black women. And which is why a lot of guys are trying to look towards other communities. And I understand why those communities are what they are. I get it. But I'm going to tell you like this. A lot of women are going to have to solve a lot of these problems on their own before you start dealing with a man. If you know that you're this kind of person, you need to go to counseling. You need to go get professional help. Okay? You cannot be the burden when the man needs to earn, the man needs to provide, the man needs to do all this stuff, and then he has to correct problems that you've had in your home just so that you know how to communicate with somebody. This is something that women need to deal with before. There needs to be some kind of middleman. Black relationship school. Women need to attend this school and break these habits before they get into the relationship with the man. They need to understand the value of that. So by the time they get there, then okay, if we have other problems, that's fine. But are we going to be working with? No. It needs to be some kind of training for that, because the black man, to ask him to come in and have to teach you how to like do something so basic, it's not fair to him. And women need to help in, and like if they want to see sisters get married, like, hey, listen, we need to be able to talk about, why are you disrespecting this guy like this? Why do you have a history of this? How did you, and those things should be solved before. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check out the Patreon, guys. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.